Hello to everyone, I am Fahd Kahramanov. Today, me and my group mates will present our project, Breezy, small-scale wind turbine. Here is our content. And our team consists of 6 students. I will start with manufacturing process and my teammates will follow me. Let's begin. Energy demand across the world is continuously increasing due to different reasons, such as population growth. Meeting future world energy needs while addressing climatic change has led to greater strain on conventional power sources. So, use of renewable energy sources is spreading at a fast rate. Solar, wind, biogas, ocean, and tidal energy are various renewable energy sources. One of the viable sustainable energy sources is wind, but the installation of large-scale wind farms have a potential impact on the climatic conditions. Hence, the centralized small-scale wind turbines are sustainable options. Our company focuses on the production and sales of small-scale turbines under the name of Breezy. Our produced small wind turbines can be used to power communities, businesses, schools, clinics, single households, farms, and a variety of equipment. The products of our company are manufactured by meeting the specifications suitable for the domestic and international markets. Since our products generate the electricity by means of the small-scale wind turbines, our company is named as Breezy. As you know, breeze means a light and pleasant wind. Regarding the manufacturing process, the main steps are shown in the slide, starting with getting raw materials such as steel, cast iron, copper, plastic, carbon fibers, glass fibers, epoxy, and energy. And anyways, getting renewable energy using our product. In general, manufacturing procedures begins with blade manufacturing. In this slide, you can see steps. The adopted technology is vacuum infusion process. The steps begins with using molds and ends with getting manufactured blade. Turning to generator manufacturing, a generator is made up of two major components, the stator and rotor, and we manufacture both. According to hoop manufacturing, mainly a hoop can be made in two ways: welded, it means starting from steel plates and tubes, and castings, which means molten metal poured into a mold. As we produce small-scale wind turbines, welded is more suited for our project.
Today, I will give uphold substantial information about the economic evaluation of the project that is carried out to make decision whether the project is feasible and to observe the cash flow as well as the risks that it contains. Our project will be constructed on 2022, and in this year, site selection, partner and contract discussion and implementation will be held. And according to timeline, you can see the future activity of the company. In order to construct a company, first step is determination of capex. Fixed capital cost is comprised of cost of each equipment, place, construction, and other costs until plant start operation. In addition to fixed capital, working capital cost is also needed to start up the plant and operate until revenues obtained. It includes cost of introductory catalysis, raw materials, advancement, product inventories, and it is usually estimated as 5 or 30% of fixed capital cost. But in petrochemical industry and also in our case, it's 10% of fixed capital cost. In this chart and in this table, you can see the fixed capital cost, working capital cost, and some of them capex. And also in this chart, you can see the distribution of fixed capital cost. In this diagram, you can see the cash return of expected case, and there are some important variables that would significantly affect the profitability of the project, which are therefore put under assessment. In addition to actual case, we analyze the best and worst case, and in order to do that, sensitivity analysis is needed. Sensitivity analysis is important to know how sustainable project and how its response to the change. Therefore, it's assumed that for the best case, we have 25% increment in production selling price, fixed capital, working capital, inflation rate, and also tax and discount. And for the first case, this is vice versa. By using sensitivity analysis, the calculation have done, and the results are shown in this table and in this graph. By using this method, we can see total change in the values, but we cannot observe the influence of each parameter. In order to determine the influence of different factors on net positive value, the tornado diagram is constructed, which shows the change in net positive value, depending on 25% increase or decrease in some values.
My name is Malih Babayev. Today I'll talk about marketing. One of the best methods to analyze marketing is 5Ps method, in which product, price, place, promotions, and people are discussed. In today's world, there is a huge demand for wind turbines because they produce renewable energy. The aim of our company is to produce small-scale wind turbines, in other words, domestic wind turbines. There are different types of domestic wind turbines, but the product of our company is horizontal axis wind turbines. As the city to build factory, we have picked Tamil Nadu, which is located in India, because with regards to the manufacturers of wind turbines, India takes first place. In order to build the plant and office, approximately 6,000 square meter land is required. Taking into account that China and India are neighbor countries, it's easy to deliver the products to China, which takes first place in the using of wind energy. The product of the Breezy company are blades, wind turbines and generators. The price of blades vary between $600 to $1,300, while the price of generators change between $1,000 $4,000. On the other hand, according to power generating ability, the price for wind turbines are determined as $1,200 to $5,000. It's quite important to know how your product will be marketed and promoted in the existing market, along with making frequent updates about the company and product, and also online sales on the website of our company. We are planning to use most popular social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and even use some of the online selling websites in the future to sell the wind turbines individually, for instance, Alibaba and eBay. Workers, suppliers, customers are the three main groups of people who will consider in our business. Coming to the workers in Breezy, a total of 87 workers will be needed to control all procedures. Since our aim is to produce wind turbine, employees will be hired by HR managers according to some important requirements, whose salary will also be defined by the HR branch. The customers of Breezy company are the population of China, because China takes the first place in the usage of wind energy. With regards to the potential investment and customers, to begin with, as we are collaborating with Vestas India at first, they are paying 70% of the money that we need. Vestas India is the most popular wind turbine manufacturer, and this company produces the wind turbine for large scale. With cooperation, this company will provide them with the domestic items they need. Besides that, in the future, it plans to cooperate several companies such as Siemens Gamesa, Goldwind, and Envision. It's our SWOT.
Hello, my name is Amir Gambarov. Today I am going to talk about safety and risk assessment of Breezy company. In general, there are two types of risks that should be considered by every company. However, due to our limited time for presentation, I am going to mainly talk about process risk. It's crucial that wind energy employees protect their workers from a number of workplace hazards. Some of the most common wind farm-related safety hazards are shown here. For example, weather-related risk, mainly considered during the installation process, and windy and rainy weather is not appropriate for installation. Therefore, site managers should regularly monitor the weather. Electrical hazard. There are a number of different serious electrical risks that wind farm workers are exposed to that can cause critical injuries. such as shock, falls, thermal burns. Then falls during the climbing for installation. It's it's really dangerous for workers uh, during the climbing, and but it can be controlled with proper work practice and personal protective equipment. Health hazards from welding, cutting, and brazing operations include exposure to metal fumes and ultraviolet radiation. Safety hazards from this operation include burns, eye damage, electrical shock, cuts and crushed toes and fingers. Then last one, heat can be generated by work process and is an essential part of some processes. This heat must be controlled and kept away from the fuel. It's needed to provide no smoking sign and appropriate location, for example. Then finally, risk matrix visualize the risk in diagram. In the diagram, risks are divided depending on their likelihood and their effect or extent of damage, so that worst case scenario can be determined. In this sense, risk matrix should be seen as a result of risk analysis and risk evaluation, and is therefore an important component of our project and risk management.
Me, Naid Askerli, will talk about the sustainability section. To comprehensively understand the sustainability of Breezy Company relying on windmill, it's important to look at it from economic, social, and environmental viewpoints. Let's talk about environmental and economical sustainability parts first. Today, land-based utility-scale wind-generated electricity is among the cheapest in the market. The main reason for it is that the wind running the system is free and the windmill keeps generating power over a long period of up to 25 years. One of the matters that will make Breezy sustainable is that its energy stands higher comparing to other forms of energy because it will be sourced locally. Many countries today cooperate with companies relying on petroleum that's imported from other nations. Producing wind energy locally means that India will no longer have to grapple with fluctuating prices of the oil market. From an economic point of view, windmill is very useful in driving growth. This is evident from the rapid increase in cumulative global capacity in India, reaching 539 gigawatt at the end of 2017, which displays the huge potential of wind turbine generators. The impact can even be bigger if the windmills are produced locally to create more jobs. As Breezy will provide the main alternative energy due to its infinity, you can expect to always have electricity for commercial and personal uses. Unlike other forms of energy, such as coal, releasing a lot of greenhouse gases, wind energy's impact is negligible. So from our point of view, there is no need to think about an environmentally potential danger coming from windmills. If you take the example of a wind farm with 8 turbines, it will generate about 53 million megawatt and 7 grams of carbon dioxide per kilowatt hour in its 25 years lifespan. However, energy from fossil-based fuels generates 865 grams of carbon dioxide per kilowatt hour, which translates to approximately 45 million tons of carbon dioxide in its lifetime. It would require more than 1,000 square kilometers of forest to absorb that emission. The second section is called social sustainability, offering the employees equality in all fields, accessibility, advanced facilities, social justice, and most importantly, satisfactory life standard in an economical way remains the unalterable plan of Breezy. Of course, our company will also think about of the entertainment of the employees with arranging numerous leisure activities to make their day off more remarkable.
I'm Jale Alieva and I'm going to talk about human resources and ethics. Now I will start with human resources. In our plant, there are 87 workers, and this table shows the salary that allocated for each of them. This distribution is based on the level of the importance on duties. Now I will talk about ethics. Additional to these listed issues, manufacturing companies face extra challenges because of the potential harming for employees and consumers. There are four main ethical issues related to the manufacturing businesses. Maintaining a safe and ethical manufacturing environment. In manufacturing businesses, safety is more important in compare with other businesses due to the presence of machines and chemicals. So additional to the basic safety rules, workers' mental health also plays an important role in safety. So applying too many rules creates compliance problems, while not addressing safety issues can lead to injury. There must be balance between these two rules. Reducing harm to the environment. As you know, manufacturing processes deal with different dangerous chemicals, and these chemicals and waste products damage the environment. So this damage must be minimized as possible. Operating a fair and secure workplace. In every businesses, all types of the workplace hostility must be avoided. In factory, great amount of workers are men. That's why the employers have to be vigilant that female employees feel comfortable due to the provide safe products. The most important issue for the manufacturing companies is to provide safe products. All products must be tested to ensure they are safe to use. This is not only ethical but also a legal requirement. So that was the end of our presentation. We are welcome to have your questions.